Have you reached that point as an entrepreneur where all the books, YouTube videos, and knowledge out there seems to be useless for your condition and business growth? If yes, here's my story which will turn your life upside down. Imagine waking up every day, running a business all alone with a tiny or non-existent budget and pure grit. That was me. Endless hours with my laptop, great ambitions, and the world seems to be against it. One evening it hit me. Following the beaten path, doing what everyone else was doing. I've tried it all, that wasn't my story. I felt trapped in an endless loop of traditional strategies and useless tips and tricks, feeling more lost with every passing day. It was time to break free. Think outside the box, as they say. Time to innovate. Enter Alex Hormozi. For those who don't know Alex, he's a great entrepreneur, founded and exited 3 companies, and now he's an investor and managing acquisition.com. After Alex, the world of insights felt like a splash of cold water on a hot day, unpacking the essence of supply and demand, crafting offers that didn't just look good but resonated deep. Suddenly, it wasn't just about selling, it was about solving, understanding, and creating value. From there was no looking back. I pivoted, steering away from the familiar shores of traditional strategies. It wasn't just about selling a service anymore, it was about reinventing how I approached marketing, starting with my very own business instead of others. But apparently, sometimes to rise, you first have to reset. And the trials that followed: content creation, cold outreach, warm outreach, SEO optimized articles, you name it. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Each method was like a key I hoped would unlock my business's potential. But door after door remained shut. Frustration, that's an understatement. But as they say, when one door closes, another opens. With no more resources and time racing against me, I realized that the answer was to work smarter, not harder. In other words, to leverage, to think beyond convention. The clock was ticking and I was on the hunt for that game changer. Bankruptcy was just around the corner. My trials and choices became extremely limited. My dreams and ambitions, they seemed crumbling beneath the overwhelming pressure of failure. And for a moment, the idea of a regular 9-to-5 seemed seductive. Was I about to watch my aspirations slip through my fingers? Absolutely not. Destiny had one more card up its sleeve. As I delved into the world of jobs and internships, something very interesting caught my eye. Thousands upon thousands of applicants, brimming with potential, turned away simply because they don't have experience. An ocean of rejections. And then it clicked. I remembered the struggle, the uphill battle that so many businesses like mine faced. Just like these interns, many companies were starved for resources and workforce. That was the Eureka moment, a glaring mismatch of supply and demand. These graduates and interns were seeking experience, knowledge, a real foot in the door, and I had been in their shoes before. I know all the skills of what they aspired to learn, and more importantly, I was in a position to provide it. So I launched an initiative, a bold internship program where I would mentor interns through daily classes for 3 months, providing hands-on experience in a real-world setting, and in return, they would spend half of the time I gave them to apply what they learned. Although each intern barely spent an hour or 2 each day, the volume of the interns made the difference, amplifying my marketing reach in ways I could only dream of alone. This wasn't just about business, it was a strategic relationship where growth wasn't just possible, it was inevitable. The response was overwhelming. Intern after intern, hungry for knowledge, flooded in. Every single hour they devoted multiplied my operational capacity 20-fold. My days were transformed from a mere 24 hours to feeling like they had hundreds. Every waking moment I poured into them, mentoring, coaching, ensuring that every single intern had the tools they needed to shine. My business became their playground, a sandbox to test, fail, learn, and most importantly, to grow. And as they evolved, something phenomenal started to happen. Traffic surged, growth metrics we'd been chasing began to not only meet but surpass our wildest expectations. Every challenge, every setback that once seemed impossible began to crumble. The fog of entrepreneurial hardship started to lift, and I realized I had cracked the code. But this wasn't just about me or my business. This was a pattern, a strategy that could be replicated. Recognizing its universal potential, initial, I started fine-tuning and packaging this approach. I documented all my classes, curated daily assignments, and compiled a reservoir of daily research topics, onboarding agreements, management tools, and a guideline to fit the Department of Labor's rules, since the intern should be always the primary beneficiary. Everything that had been my savior was now available for other businesses drowning in the very challenges I had once faced. For those who lack the manpower, the strategy, the support, I had forged a solution for you to copy and paste effortlessly, skipping months and months of creating this program from scratch, and I'm ready to share it with the world. Gone were the days of being overwhelmed by the demands of my business. Instead, I'm in the pilot seat with time on my hands, doing what every founder meant to do, mastering solutions for every avenue of marketing and sales, from social media ads to content and influencer marketing. And the best part, I'm no longer all alone. I have a team eager for growth, from young scholars to savvy founders, all unified under one common goal: progress. If my beginning story resonates with yours and you want to take a similar path like mine, here's a list of benefits I've encountered using this strategy. And right after, I will share with you the access for the solution for you to grab one. First, up to 50 interns workforce contribution, up to 6,600 work hours and 3,300 hours of research, all while bypassing traditional employment costs. And yes, everything we do is legal and aligned perfectly with the US labor standards. Next, growth-driven education. Your interns won't be just book smart. They will be battle-ready with advanced marketing techniques and tested sales strategies, customized assignments, tailored tasks to fit your company's needs, and the intern's educational goals, effortless management and precision focus. Everything is covered, from the intern's recruitment to their onboarding, in addition to setting up the intern management tools. What's our lessons focus? Mainly it's marketing, sales, and product development, but everything else is also covered. Then we have remote convenience, no overheads or physical constraints or geographic boundaries. Everything is remote and about maximizing productivity. And finally, cost efficiency. If you try doing it alone, be my guest. It will cost you around $30,000 to $33,000. Here's a chart of the average costs we encountered. Why? Because you need 64 classes copywritten by a true marketer, then videos recorded by you or the teacher, then the video edited, and tons of related assignments and research topics copywriting for each class. Plus, more importantly, a year or so to finish and start implementing the program. While I can hand it all for you instantly, only for 1/10 of the cost, a one-time payment of $3,000. Why give all that for this cheap, you may ask? Because I've been in your shoes and I wasted that amount of money all on the wrong things. Not only you will save a $30K, but the work you'll get from your new team will save you $114,000 in salaries. And your business will grow 18 times faster every day. If you're on YouTube, the link for the service page will be attached below. And if you have more questions, you can scroll down to the bottom of this page and book a free one-on-one meeting with me. That's it for today, and see you on the other side.